think they drugged me during lunch.
Let me show you in your gear. There he is, Mr. Island Flow. Full gear for kayaking in the Glacier Lagoon. There you go.
We're gonna need more heat. The only ice I've seen in the water I've been in is from a cooler.
And you're originally from Iceland?
No,
Where are you from?
none of us are pretty much.
Really?
Only the boss, you know.
Really? That's awesome.
I mean, you know, Iceland's 396,000 people. Not
Right.
many.
Right,
85% live in Reykjavik anyway.
right.
The rest is empty on the other ends.
Yeah.
We get close to 2.2 million visitors a year.
Yes.
So they need a lot of extra water.
So you've been recruited. You were recruited.
I'm from Belgium.
Belgium.
Right.
The tour guides, yeah, we have Belgium, we have Croatia, Slovakia, German, Netherlands.
Only a couple 100,000 residents on the island and 2 million tourists.
Okay.
My hands are already frozen, and we're supposed to be getting into kayaks to paddle through the icebergs. And earlier when we were here, the icebergs were breaking apart and flipping over. So we're going to hope to stay stable and upright the whole time. And then a jacket that gets Velcro tight around your wrist. And we're gonna do our best to just stay dry at this point. I think the duck boat was a better idea, but the birthday girl begged all of us for this excursion. And while we were at the other stop, which unfortunately there's no cell service over there, called Diamond Beach, the black sand beach. And on a good day when you have sun, which is very rare here, the black sand reflects in the sun like diamonds. But it was cloudy today as we've lost most of our sun. And there was no sparkling. Girls are making good friends with one of the tour guides, originally from Belgium, now staying here for a few months in Iceland, giving these tours. I'm going to attempt to leave the phone in my pocket, but I won't be able to respond to anything. Yeah, the whole boat idea was much better. But birthday girl up there talked us into kayaking and a hike. We got our water boots on, dry suit from chest to toes. That looks much better than a kayak. Got one of the duck boats coming now.
They cannot make it, it's like a curse.
That definitely would have been a much better choice. Can't wait too long because they're going to leave me. The ultimate Iceland vehicle right there for sure. And off they go. Sorry for the shaking, I gotta catch up to the group. It's gonna leave me, which might be a good idea. Getting left behind on this one might not be that bad. We were able to pick up the hand-sized icebergs earlier, but apparently they want to get closer. A pile of kayaks down there waiting for us. We got a pretty big group. We got 9 of us, and there was another several handfuls of people joining. But it takes several hours of convincing to do this. Part of me wants to see a iceberg break up while we're there, as long as we don't get tossed around too much. Actually, the battery's kind of low. We're at like 20%. We're on LTE, so it's really struggling for service. But we'll go with this as long as we can. Once I get on the kayak, I'll probably just leave it in my pocket and let it go till the battery runs out. Look at those icebergs. A bay of icebergs. Hello, 714. Somehow they talked me into this kayaking thing. We're in an iceberg lagoon of Iceland. We've been here all week for a birthday celebration for a friend of ours. And this group of 9 has been on non-stop for 3 or 4 days now. Completely lost track of time and lost track of sanity, and that's how I am now going kayaking in an iceberg lagoon. Not sure what a baddie is. Thank you very much. Yes, 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 that's the one that's responsible for all of this. She's responsible for all of this great decisions. I want the electric kayak. Pedal power. Yes, they talked me into this somehow, and we're gonna do it. The touching of the ice on the shoreline was not enough. We're gonna get up close and personal with the big ones.
Alright guys, let's jump over here.
My crew speaking a lot of Spanish, but the locals speak English very well.
Let's make it a nice half circle so everybody can see me. I heard some of you have been kayaking before. Yes? Okay. Who has been kayaking in between icebergs before? No. Where we can do that, so we're going to go quickly.
Yeah, they talked me into it.
I talked about the kayaks, I quickly talked about the paddle, and then I'll say a word about safety, which is very important. First thing, the boats. Most of you will be on doubles. One person will be on single. This is looking at the same thing anyway. Okay. You have the seats, so 2 seats over there. This is the front, this is the back. Pretty clear so far. So you will be sitting in kayak. First thing is you want your body to be straight in. Okay, so you sit all the way back. You don't like lay back on the seats. This is very bad for your balance. Okay, you want to be straight and even give a bit of engagement. Use your whole body for paddling. If you just go with the arms, you will be tired quickly. Just try to use all of your body. The legs, see, you can put them in different spots here. The single is little pegs like this. You don't want the legs to be straight. There you have no balance. You don't want them to be too close. There you cannot paddle properly. You want nice little angle like this. Okay? And try to get your knees to the outside. The better connection you have here, the better feeling of the balance and the movements you have the kayak. Stability, right? This is how to stand on the kayak. Now, because the risk zero doesn't exist, I can tell you this will not happen, but still you have to know if someone ends up into the water. First thing first, it is cold, but not that cold, 4 degrees. So everybody's okay. It is cold.
The things we'll do to fulfill a birthday wish.
This will make you float. We have 2 guys with you who will be there with you very quickly also to help. But just so you know how it goes, and sometimes people can start already by themselves, I will show you how we self-rescue. Okay? So first, you might have the kayak probably upside down if you are into the water next to it. So try to stay with the kayak. The paddle, if you have it, good for you. If you don't care about it.
Wife's best friend.
Just try to stay close to the kayak. If you are next to it, first thing is to put it back. So you want to try to have as much as of your upper body over it. So try to have the shoulder over, get as much as your upper body over it, and try to find the handle on the other side. Also, you have a rope going all around, so you can catch this. If you can, both the hands stay here. This one will push, this one will get the kayak up. It's actually easier on the water than on the land, but I think it's that. Okay? Be careful to not put the kayak on your head, but you get the idea. And actually, then we will do the same thing again to get you up. Once again, you go to the kayak. You try to have one shoulder over, then the upper body over to get a line on the handle on the other side. And think about where you want your feet. You want them in the front, so turn your body in direction.
No polar bears yet.
When you're ready, you give a few kicks and try to get one leg over it. Then you keep pulling.
I think there might be a little more adrenaline with the real thing. Puffins and Arctic foxes. No polar bears yet.
On the tandem, it's always the person in the back that go back first. Person in the front, just hold the boat, just help with stability a little bit. Person in the back get in, then person in the front. Once again, this will not happen, and if it will happen, we will be there to help you on the other side of it. Never so. Like honestly. But you just have to know what the procedure is.
Never happened, but we gotta know.
Okay? This is for the kayak. Clear so far? Yeah. And second subject, the paddle. First thing, it takes space, be careful, especially in a tandem. It's easy to look something. Hey, there is something in the back. You hit the person in the front. We want to keep happy couples, happy families, happy friends till the end of the trip. Okay, then you do as you wish, but during the trip we want to how to hold it, a few things. If you take a bit of space, you can put it on your head. To do it in the same time as me right now. And you want your arm to be like a nice 90-degree angle. Okay, so feet are here. This is bad paddling. If your hands are there, this is bad paddling as well. You want them at this position.
You should have been here to talk me out of this.
Now, if you look at them, you can see that of course they are making a little curve. Okay? Think of it like a spoon. You want to use that curve to catch the water and bring it to you. That curve is like basically
If you turn it like
the
this,
curve.
turn it.
Flip the whole thing.
If you look at it carefully, you see the shape is also a bit specific. Like that line is actually longer than that line over here. Okay. The longer line is always facing up. That's what she's checking right now. It's just more efficient for paddling. Yes. Yeah, that's it. So you see that longer line here is a bit longer than this one. So if it's faced up, just like better paddling.
You know, I've seen the movie Titanic. This is not going to end well.
Okay? Not in the same axis. This is for a reason, especially when it's windy, but even if it was symmetrical, you're using the flat part to paddle with the water, and this one is catching the wind. You're basically working against yourself.
That's why they got him turned for wind.
It's pretty intuitive on the water, but you understand why. But you have to keep your wrist flexible.
So once we get in the kayak, I'm just going to put this phone in my pocket and it'll run till the battery dies. We're under 30% battery now.
This is how to hold it. Now what to do with it. We will pretty much use 3 movements. One is to go forward, one is to go back, and one is to turn. First one to go forward, so remember body like straight, run a bit front. You want to catch the water as far in front as possible, and you bring it to you, staying close to the kayak, okay? So paddle away, you will have like no control, the kayak will just go wherever you want. You stay there, you bring the water all the way to you, which means to your waist. No need to push further, like everything else there is useless. You cannot do anything to the kayak. So you catch the water, you bring it to you, you slice your paddle out, there is no need to remove water from the lagoon, okay? And then you go for the other side.
They said this lagoon is about 600 feet deep.
You see, this is not about strength, no need to like paddle like crazy. This is about keeping a nice rhythm. If you go nice and easy, but you keep the rhythm, the kayak will just go by itself. Okay? When you want to go backwards, maybe you will ask you sometimes to go away from something. Same thing, except you start here and you push the water away. No need to turn the curve or whatever, you use it as it is, you just push the water away. And then you go back. When you want to turn, this is when you go away from the kayak. You want to go right, you will paddle opposite direction, okay? In a nice big circle motion. You start in the front, you make a big circle, a big C letter, all the way to the back. And this will move the kayak in the opposite direction. If it's not enough, you go again, and when you're good, you start paddling closer back. Just so you know, the person in the back is making more successful. The person in the front is paddling nicely, but cannot see what's going on behind. The person in the back has task is to try to synchronize. If you do the movement at the same time, it can be same side or opposite, it doesn't matter, but at the same time, it's way more efficient for paddling. And when you want to turn, it's mostly the person in the back doing the big circle motion. Of course, communicate. If you want to turn quickly, just ask the person there, oh, can you paddle right? Paddle right, that's it. Okay? All clear?
Yes.
Let's go for safety. This is really the most important, okay, so pay attention. We are here in a very specific environment. Those icebergs are beautiful. They tend to attract us to them. I'm telling you already, we will not go and touch them. Never. I will not go by myself. Touch the iceberg.
No touching the icebergs.
This could be very dangerous.
We saw one flip earlier.
This can be dangerous. They are way bigger than it looks like. We are quite big over there. If you do the right thing, they are beautiful. If you do wrong, this can be a big when you look at those icebergs, they are big already, but small or big one, it's always the same rule. You only see 10% of the surface, 90% down. Even those big ones are 10 times bigger than this.
Yeah, it's only 10% is above the water line.
Moving is good. And they're melting, so at any given time they can just crack completely. And heaviness, we cannot predict that. This is impossible. When you see it moving, when you hear it, it's already happening. If you are in the right place, it's beautiful. Just so you know, the general rule for us is basically to keep 3 times the height of what we see. The bigger the iceberg, the further away we go. The rule for you is even simpler. We don't want to see anyone closer than we are. Okay? You see people going to the icebergs, or if you're going on the side but away from us and too close to the icebergs, we will tell you once or twice. If it gets a problem, sadly we have no problem either to bring people back to the shore because this is a concern. Okay? We are a good group, so Tasha will be in the front, showing you where to go. We want to keep together, which means we will make some stops, explanations, and some pictures. This is something amazing. Just tell us, hey, can we stop a minute for a picture? Yeah, of course we can. But let's try to not stop paddling every minute with the phone out all the time. Because even if just one of you stop paddling and the group is getting stretched, then we have to stop and get the group together again and again and again, and then we go and stop. Okay? So let's try to enjoy with more ice. Trust me, it's better anyway. We will make it. Sounds about right? So once again, Tasha will be back to the top, showing you where to go. So try to follow the same line, go the same time and everything. I will be more of the back stop, being in the back and right and left, and telling people you are too far behind here. Kind of. As much as possible. Especially when we are getting close to the icebergs.
We'll see the bounce in the group, but since it's a lot of us and I think it takes a lot of time to stop and paddle and take pictures, we're gonna go really nice and slow. Take all the Great. So yeah, you can go kayak when you're in double. It's easier for small groups to do that. And we will put you in.
Do you two want to go together, or she can go by herself?
Because he wanted me to record.
I understand, but I don't think it's good for her to.
You can choose a kayak. You can already sit in the back. And we can push you.
And I'm just gonna put it in my pocket.
¿Ah?
I'm just gonna put it in my pocket until it dies.
So yo voy contigo.
Well, phone's already dead, so you don't have the thing here. You don't have the app and everything.
What app?
The YouTube thing. I'm just gonna do it till the live runs out.
I have the YouTube app.
Yeah, but I gotta log in, and it'll be 20 minutes. It's good. But yes, whatever you want.
Vente, Moni. Podemos hacer este. So you can take that gray one.
Unless
You take this yellow. ¿Ah? Esto es... Mira, pero vamos tú y yo aquí. Y Michael va en el gray.
You can go on the back right now.
Así que... I don't have any... You're gonna push me.
You're good. You just wait for us. We will push everything.
yeah, we're just gonna, I gotta put the phone in my pocket here in just a minute. And like I said, we're down to almost 20%. We'll see what it does. For the single rider,
You want the signal?
yeah.
If you are the devil, just sit back and sit. Over here. Them. Alright. What do you feel? Maybe one cruiser or?
Yeah. Well,
Tú eres mejor steering.
Try like this?
that'll work.
More or you good?
We'll make it work. Don't worry.
too. Well, no, I can record you from here too.
That's it. It'll be okay.
And then Nico will push you in.
I will push you one after another.
I think as soon as we get started, I'm about to stop because it keeps
Let's stay together.
doing more things. I try to put it away. It keeps shutting the screen off. But let's see what we can do.
Bueno, no movimiento brusco.
Too bad they don't have the ones with pedals. Ready?
Be careful with your phone. Huh?
Yes, go into the pocket right now. Thank you.
Go to one station over there.
See how far we go with one hand. We're definitely giving this 100%.
Pa'lante, vamos pa'lante. Derecha.
One-handed kayaking. Yeah, if I would have known this was going to happen, we'd definitely make provisions for better mounts or something. Who knows? Maybe it'd be another trip in the future.
Unless you go and boat reach really far out in the iceberg. Back that open?
Yes, the water's very cold.
Also, you see that iceberg that is really blue there? That turned in the last hour or so. Like last time I was in the water, like it was white on the
Oh, so they're just talking about that one there is a different kind of blue. And there's actually more brilliant in person. Yeah, they just flipped over about an hour ago. I think the one we saw flip over earlier today has already moved on that way. So we're in a lagoon about 200 meters, 600 feet deep. Drifting in a field of icebergs. That's our personal tour guide there. He set this whole trip up. Oh, there's the birthday girl in lead. I told her she owes us big for this. It's just amazing these icebergs are only 10% above the waterline. Drifting away in the iceberg field.
Alright, so now almost everyone is in the water. Everyone feeling good? Nice. There's still some boats, but they are finishing now more or less, so I think we'll be alone. together, we're gonna go really nice and slow. We also have seals in this lagoon. Sometimes they're around, sometimes they're not. If you see them, point it out to the others as well. If you scream, you'll probably scare them away, okay? Because I know it's like very exciting, and then someone like, woo! And then it's like, they all disappear, so. Alright. Alright, so obviously we are avoiding the iceberg.
As we crash into one now.
We are paddling, please, put the phones away, just so, because this is really deep.
Like 600 feet.
All here on the side, but the deepest point of the lake is around 286 meters.
285.
So you get your phone back, okay? Alright. Okay, so then we're gonna go slowly on the other side of this iceberg.
I think that's gonna be it for y'all. The battery's gonna die soon anyway. We'll see you on the other side.